Why? Why is this happening? What? What? Hold on, hold on. Is it this right here? What? Okay.
Oh god, it's exploding. I've never watched it from the ass before. You're welcome.
Oh my god. Fuck.
You know what?
Yeah, let's just get that started. Get the music going. Let's do some design stuff. I'm not fully sure. Like, I know that there's going to be some extension to the wall chests. I know that there's already been an extension to... Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, we'll try to keep up with this while I'm working on home stuff as well. You know, I remember at one point thinking about putting together like 2-arm setups for the machine, just to get more items off the line and inside. But these days, I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm real glad I didn't do that. It might not be a good idea to re-evaluate the line as well. So, alright. I'm gonna leave the... Well, should I? Nah, I'll go ahead and... I was gonna say I'm gonna leave the chickens alone for now, but... They've done a fucking job in here. I really do need to set it up where I have that... automated, the egg collection. Dude, when I do finally pop those out, oh, you know what I just realized? That explains a few things. I didn't have the right setup when we were in the other areas earlier. Wait, hold on. let me... Hold on. Okay, so... Okay. Anyway. Right, so we need... Viv said that there was 4. We're gonna need you. Okay, so this, yeah, this is gonna need extra wall because it extends out. Always leave one in there so I can just quickly dump it in after the fact. Okay. Right. Alright. Hopefully she's correct. We'll see. Glowing mushroom. See this? This one should be easy to figure out. Emphasis on should. Yeah, so we can dump that and put that in there. Not a problem. That's an electronic. This is where we put the complicated electronics. We'll put the plants here. That's a bomb. I know exactly where the rust pile needs to go, I'm presuming. Okay, let's take... Oh, good. Bruh, I'm getting super lost in my inventory right now. Okay. And maybe that's a good spot for that, maybe it's not. Viv said, okay, hold on. That's a new necklace. Bug. See, the corrupt alloy, I'm not fully certain where I want to keep that. Let's... Because I don't know about anything else that needs it. There's definitely a number of spawn rates that they have gone kind of nuts with. actually... Well, that's well, no, yeah, I didn't really need that anymore. Hopefully I don't need that anymore. But I'll probably be wrong. Yellow warning sign. I mean, I'm sure that these things can go in here. This doesn't necessarily need to only be biologics. That's a boom, that's a boom, that's a boom. We can put this chest piece in now. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that I had, like, a decent number of these things to figure out. Okay, yeah, booms go in here. Now, these... Yeah, okay. Wait, does this actually do the lighting thing? Yes. So the reason that that matters is because I actually have a chest for things that are lighting. And I don't know where that one was. Anyways, I know where this goes. Look, if I'm real lucky, I won't need that anymore. What the hell? Okay. I don't know. Metal industrial box. We're gonna put that in there as well. Okay, easy enough, easy enough. It just has a second. Okay. That's not what I'm trying to interact with. I'm guessing that that table is gonna work like a table. Yeah, that's genuinely, it's just a table. I mean, it's sort of a ranged weapon. I'm also. Viv said that she didn't know what to do with that. I genuinely am also not really sure what the deal is with that. One thing that I do want. Is I want to put together right, okay, so hold on. So it'll be a bit of wire. A grabby arm. Another grabby arm. One of these guys. No, wait, hold on. Wait. Really? Why would that take so long? Why would this take so long? That is unforgivable. Why would this take that long? Like, see, I imagined this being instant. Like, it would just pop items out, like, pretty much right away. Why would this take so long? And, like, this kind of... Guys, not even kind of. This more or less completely ruins the idea that I had. God damn it. Fucking owl, bruh. Man, God. Why are the hitboxes in this game so fucking difficult to fuck around with. Okay, I need 2 more of those. Jesus. So at the very least, I can crack that. So we've got enough of those rings. So we already have the pants, yeah? Yeah. Oh, that's another flamethrower. Viv was correct. She did have another one. Now, this is unfortunate because I genuinely need to move these boxes further this way because I have enough for yet another box. Burn resistant potion. I didn't expect this to be such a giant pain in the ass. Alright, hold on. Tough block, excavation block, void, fossil. So hold on. Let's... Right, so that's easily done. All right. Did she get her goggles? We both have our goggles. I'm still, honest to God, genuinely offended. Scrap minigun. Ranged. Well, this, I can tell you, is just money. See, this is going to be the worst part of this. I want to try to move this whole room over 2 squares. That way. To say that that is going to be a son of a bitch is an incredible understatement. But it's going to involve a vast amount of use of the leash. So what was this thing? Okay, hold on. Again, is this genuine lighting? Yes. Interesting lighting at that. I mean, that's electric lighting. Yeah, I'm breaking that down. Funny enough. Wait, right. How many of those rings do I have on her shit yet? What are these for again? So, max health, yeah. Crit damage, burning targets. Okay, so... definitely more of a burning targets thing than anything else. So I'm guessing genuinely a table. Genuinely a table. Genuinely a sign. I mean, I guess we can put signs in the same place, right? So that's an offhand item. So she's already got her too? Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Hold on. What is that, a seat? It's yet another table. There's a lot of fucking tables in this place. I am annoyed with myself that I just did that. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with the issue. Okay, she can actually already fit 2 of these, so I don't know why I was just holding on to those. Given that those metal barrels are a hazard... What is this? It's a monument. We'll put that in there, I guess. This is another monument. We'll put that in there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh. In fact, I don't like this. There. Hooray! Not necessary, but I prefer it. How much space do I have on me right now? Not that I need to, but can I break down these violins? I think that they... Yeah, they do... I mean, it's not like it matters, right? Okay. I don't think that you used to be able to, but I'll take it. So, 10 of these is to make a fragment. I see. Now I understand. And now I know where that should go. That wasn't all that hard to figure out. Okay, so let's get this taken care of. And then I'll get on the gargantuan task of moving our boxes. So yeah, I am noticing that this process is killing the worms inside of the areas that are getting hoed up, and I genuinely do not think that that's the way it's supposed to work. I don't know what they would have changed that would make it behave that way, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, no, everything else looks correct. I gotta say, the game is playing more smoothly than I pretty much ever remember it playing. Okay, so this is valuable. Like I told Viv before, like there was still space in there. I think I can get that ring out of my hands for now, but yeah, God, this is going to extremely suck. Here, you know what? Let's get you guys way over there. Here, you know what I should be doing is preparing for the inevitability that, like, okay. So hey, Hobag, I am very busy. I swear, these fucking things only really want to be where I don't want them to be. Okay, son of a bitch. I need everything up out of my hands, because this is about to get really annoying. Please go away. Oh no. Thankfully, those will all sort out. I'm not, like, hella worried about that. How do I do it, dude? We love the easy ones. We don't love the not easy ones. Isn't this so much fun? Well, I mean, at the very least, I can go ahead and put the new ring box in. Because it will be needed sooner rather than later. Okay, that was maybe a mistake. But at the same time, I think I can recognize lanterns. Oh god, come on, hitboxes, why are you like this? Alright. Wait, what is this? Pipe Club? What the fuck is this? Okay. Sure. I guess maybe it's a rework of a previous thing. Okay. I don't have like a major inventory shakeup right now, so. Right. God, this is gonna suck. Now, theoretically, I'm going to need the same setup on both sides. However, once I've extended this room to the left, it will be considerably easier to do it again. Oh, not this. Although, apparently, there is another merchant. That's perfect, actually. I need another button door setup. I know without even checking that that is not right. There we go. Alright. So, I'm probably going to have to move the line... Oh, when I say probably, I mean, like, I am definitely, without a doubt, I'm going to have to move the line outside. And this room is going to need to be... So, okay, hold on. This room is going to need to be... one further to the right, I think. See, here's the thing. I've got this, right? What I'm wanting is a hallway up and down right here. Maybe it would make more sense if I had these rooms up one more. Here, so what we're gonna do right now. And the idea is that this box would be on the bottom. Give me the box. The box part, please, thank you. And then there'd be a box here. This can still be here. Except, hold on. I've been putting this stuff back meticulously as though this is gonna be where it's going to be, and it's not. So, oh god, that means, hold on, that means that this room needs to be... These fucking birds are gonna be the worst, aren't they? They're gonna be... Those birds are gonna be impossible. Because this wall already needs to be moved to the left, and then 2 further to the left I'm gonna need to put. Okay, so let's ignore these fucking worms for the moment. I need this more than anything else in the world. I need this. Okay. For one thing... Oh god, except that they can't move through each... Oh god, this is a disaster. Would I be better off for now? Just killing off the ones that are in the way? So here's the thing. +2, +4, +6. So that means 2, 4, 6. That means this wall has got to be right here. And they're what, 7 wide on the inside? So that means that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I have to adjust it from this side. Pain in the ass, this. Right, so, okay, I got this part wrong, too. So, for starters... Okay. Please get out of the way. Alright. Okay. I cannot describe how busy I am. Leave me alone. Okay. Two, 4, 6. God, if I'm wrong on this and I'm off by a bit, I'm gonna be so sad. This part appears to be correct. My owl is losing its fucking mind. Wait a minute. Have I got this wrong? Because, like, I built this wall way the fuck out here. Well, for one thing, let's get these goddamn things out of my hands. All of this kelp, right? Yeah, so the chicken pen should need to go exactly to here. In theory, I should be moving this line one more bar up. One more bar? One more space. I'm sure that I know how to make words work. Don't you worry about me. There is one thing that I'm concerned about, and that is the fact that previously when I tried to use the, my brain doesn't want to remember this thing. When I wanted to try to use this thing as a, as a wall, they didn't like that. Fuck. There's not a lot I can do about this. Okay, now hold on. I've got to bring some dirt blocks with me. Oh god, dude. That's not where that's gonna go, but, like, for now. This is a complete disaster, and I know it. I'm not confused about that. I've got my shovel on me. I basically just need dirt blocks. Oh, fuck. Don't be an asshole. Typical fucking birds, dude. They only want to be where I don't want them to be. God damn it. I'm about to start killing some birds. I don't even know how to not kill some birds, actually, at this point. And it's that's sort of the problem, that I genuinely don't know how to avoid killing some birds. Y'all have got to get the fuck out of here, dude. What? Oh no, God. Go away. No. I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that my bird population's about to go down, bruh. Fuck off, dude. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so the new wall needs to be right here. I think I got this wrong. Yeah, the new wall needs to be right here. I thought... Oh yeah, I guess... No, what am I doing? No, go away! Please! I swear to God. You guys suck so bad. No, this way, you fuck. No, stop going that way. Dude, they only want to be where I want them to not be. May as well be wrangling cats over here, dude. They're dickheads. Literally, there's one square that I want to interact with. I'm about to kill more birds. Real talk, that's how it should work anyway, right? Like, I dig, it just pushes that hoe bag out of the... Oh my God. Stupid fucking birds. I'm about to kill some birds. I'm about to start fucking up birds. Here's what I'm thinking right now. I need to get another faux door set up. And I can start, like, slowly bringing them through, right? Ignore the meat. Fuck off. I'm not even gonna play with y'all right now. That's gonna be how we're gonna get the rest of them through. I'm done playing with y'all. Fuck off. Okay. Dickheads. This way. I really just, the amount of asshole movement that they are exhibiting at the moment is legend. I don't know how I got so many in here to begin with. Feel free to join us. Okay, hold on. I kind of hate that I have a wall pouch. I'm so done with that bullshit. I know I am very much screwing up my numbers here. I cannot believe it. I have this one ocean block. I'm guessing that's what is supposed to be right here. Okay. Oh, hey, one of them just happened to join us. I'm a huge fan of that. This is where the food is, you dickheads. I can't, like, of all the things to get, like, irritated by, birds. So I guess they made it where this won't, like, break on its own. Because I remember it just like, oh, you got too far away from the thing, and it just stops on its own. I say break, it just would release at a distance, because, like, oh, you tried to move too far. Get down here, you little shit. I watched this ultimately not work very well. But like basically what I'm trying to achieve here is a scenario where, yeah, in fact, you know what? I just now thought of something. I do want to move what's above us further up. Oh, that's a worm. You can't leash a worm. I'll be honest, like, I'm kind of surprised I don't have less birds than I do now, considering that there was a pretty significant bird murder over here. Dickhead! Down here, you... Okay, we've got 2 more assholes to move. I'll move that other one in a second. Let's... Okay. Okay. I do think I have this wrong. Ow. Fuck me running. No, it's fine. Correct, even. Yeah, we'll feck with the eggs later. Okay, so... What I'm thinking of is going to be so fucking complicated. I'm like genuinely annoyed at how complicated I'm about to make things. So basically... Oh my god, this is going to require so many different so many different individual pieces. So what I'm going to want is I want to be able to move all the items, like any item that would spawn in this room here. I'm motioning with my hands as though you can see what I'm pointing at. But the room I'm currently in, I'm going to want item collectors on each side. And then in this hallway, I'm going to want item collectors pulling anything filtered from the room on the right to be pulled to the top and then down. Down on the right. And the same thing on this room, but like I'm gonna have to use filters to get that to work the way that I'm talking about. You know what? Let's start with. I'm not really sure what's going on here. We're gonna wall that off for now. Let's start with the easy shit. I need to move the line a little bit further north. 3 spaces. I'm getting like genuinely lost inside my head trying to design this. Hopefully once I actually get things like put together, it'll just work. Let me go ahead and snag all this shit. I don't need that anymore. I probably do still need that. We'll figure all that stuff out later. Okay. Now. I'm gonna let this sort things out. I think, like, I know I'm done with this. that's done. I don't remember what the last door was for. Let's look real quick. Oh, whoops. So I've got a door for that, I've got the door for that, I've got the door for that. What would it have been missing from? Here, you know what? Since I appear to have a spare somehow, I'll probably run into where it came from at some other time. Yeah. I've got generators on hand. I'm not, like, concerned about that. Alright. Here's the thing, I'm not... I'm not real super sure how I want to do this. Right, I'm gonna need some normal wires too. I think that this can all be done from one generator right there. I'm trying to think of how exactly I want to do it though. Um, So at this point, I would want to pull these items downwards in order to get them out. This looks like it turned out pretty fucking perfect size-wise. Okay, so I need 2 more to complete this room. Just as its, you know, basic function. Why do I have 30? Wait, what? How am I missing 2? You know, right now, the birds are the only things that I've got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that box. Because I'm weird like that. I don't know why it wasn't already finished. I think this one's backwards. Since I'm one of the, you know, nerds that gives a shit about items being backwards. But I only have those 2 because reasons. Okay, so for now, I just want to be able to pop off with that real fast. Fuckers. Okay. Oh, dude. Son of a bitch. Please stop, dude. They're like fucking pushing each other in. Bitch. Ugh. Okay. See, I was under the impression that these didn't lose any electricity over a distance. Apparently, that's false. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Okay, so I need 6 more, and then I need, I don't know. I'm gonna make a dozen. I don't know why these aren't here. Okay, so like I said, I want this one to be filtered for eggs, right? So I'm thinking is like we would have the arm here. Hold on. Okay. Or actually, you know what? These don't need... This side doesn't need to be that complicated. I don't think. Now, let's grab some grabby arms. Let's fail to understand how my menuing works. Oh, bruh. Did I not even need that? I may not have even needed that. Hold on. No, yeah, I did. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, I don't care. Now I'm pretty sure that if the egg passes that spot, like it'll just get grabbed. So I don't even need to, I don't even need to like do anything else specific about that area. Like to be fair, this is as complicated as this area needs to be for now, granted that there are no animals in this room. Having said that, right, yeah, no, I see why It's funny how, like, I'll do, like, complicated calculations, and then it's like, oh, well, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm doing that, and then at the end, like, I'll, like, forget why I did it, and then it'll be like, I'll get back to the point to where I remember well after the fact. Anyways, I probably don't need to put anything more than a single chest in front of these, because these are not going to be, like, filled with shit, you know? At the very least, I think all of that garbage is done, so I officially don't even need to interact with my chickens ever again. Boy, did that take a while. Like, it was a genuinely good idea, but fuck me, that was so much more work than expected. I will say though, once I realized everything that needed to be done and like sat here in agony about it, I'm genuinely like surprised it went as smoothly as it did. Aside from me having to murder like half of my fucking birds. That was a bit of a disaster. Heaps of coins. I'm gonna say, I had been, like, purchasing the, well, I guess I still will, because why not? I had been purchasing the equipment just because it was something that I can convert into stuff. I'm real, like, genuinely offended that the Shredder is so slow. Why is it so fucking slow? Like, genuinely, because I can do it on this workbench instantaneously, I genuinely 100% feel like it should be instantaneous. I don't think that there's any excuse for it to be like a big, long process. I kind of want to put one of these right, like get rid of this box, get rid of that arm, and just make it where you can just hoy a huge number of items out right here. I am concerned though, like, what if it genuinely does yoink these? Plus, if I do need to move these boxes or whatever, it'll, like, instantaneously, well, not instantaneously, it'll grab some stuff off of there too, and I am not sure I want to deal with that. But yeah, the idea of this is that, like, if I do need to add, like, another cattle on this side, right? Then what I'll end up having to do is I will put, like, I can point with this, right? I'll have to put one of these facing the opposite direction here with that filter on. So it'll grab this item and pull it upwards. My bird is freaking the fuck out again. But yeah, so that would mean I would need to get back here again and put a conveyor belt going up right here. I suppose I could do that real quick. At any rate, okay. I guess let's go endanger myself. What the fuck? Okay. I'm not a fan of the fact that that happened. Not a fan at all. Anyways, my mining setup is here, but not in the greatest repair. Let's go ahead and improve some of my equipment. How much? Hold on. So 4120. I don't know how much we actually have. We will improve some of this shit. Okay. $46.28 mining damage. I would hope that that's plenty. I hope. Anyways, I don't know how much I'll actually get done here. In fact, we're not gonna do this for a whole hell of a lot of time. I'm gonna kill some time in here for a little bit, and then we will move on. To a different game, I mean. For which game I haven't decided yet. You know, considering the situation, this might be a mouse and keyboard scenario. What in the fuck is going on? Oh. I kind of feel like that boom is supposed to be just big enough to catch you lasering. And I feel like it's just not quite big enough to do what it appears to be designed for. No, I could be wrong. Maybe it's not meant to be like that, but it sure looks like it. Or maybe it's just one of those situations where the boom looks bigger than it is. I say this laser still has some weird hitbox properties where it'll hit things that are on the ground a bit. Not always, but sometimes. I imagine that just like any other scenario, we're going to end up at a point where we have so much of the resources from here that it's just going to be like, oh hell, what do we want to do with all of this mess? I gotta say, these guys don't seem to be scaling nearly as hard now that I'm by myself. I don't know if maybe they just scaled it way harder, or if these enemies in particular just like really get a lot out of the scaling. I'm also gonna say it feels like now that we're not playing together that the I'm not gonna say it's working perfectly, but the items jumping to me when I destroy them with the laser is definitely better. Not great, but better. You know what one of my favorite things about this area is that there's not instances of enemies just blatantly, like, appearing out of walls. Wait, what? Okay. Ow. Whoop. No party lights allowed. Okay, when it comes to building stuff, I really don't want to fuck around with the mouse. Now, like I have said before, and I know I said this quite some time ago, but whatever. Reminder. Did this area just get like a hell of a lot more foggy? If the metal machine gets completely overrun again, we're just gonna end up putting in more furnaces. Like, I'm not gonna fuck around with it being... You know, that's something else I could do. Like, I wonder if you can set the filter on those grabbers, the item collectors and whatnot for, like, multiple different things. Because, I gotta say, like, if it's possible to set it for multiple different things, then what I would probably want to do instead is just set it up to where it would loop whatever metals didn't make it in the first time. Just automatically loop that shit. But like, yeah, if I have to, I'm just gonna make more just put in more furnaces. Oh, I did not even realize that dude got in my face. That seems like maybe an important enough detail to notice. You know what else I noticed? As soon as I got back into this area in the game, I started to feel itchy again. Like, if you were here for my previous stream, at a certain point, this spot over my eyebrow started getting itchy as a sumbitch. And, like, I could not really focus on what I was doing. I hated it an awful lot. It was a total pain in the ass. But, now that I'm back, like, it's not the same spot, but I am itching again, which is curious. Because, like, while we were doing the other stuff, I wasn't itching. Yeah, that's 100%. That is a Void Titan. I knew that that's what it was. Like, I didn't know, but I knew, you know? You know, I knew, you know? I didn't know. I had a pretty good sense that that's what it was, though. What? Dude, they've got to figure out this projectile shit, dude. I told him about that projectile shit before, where like it would, I guess, desync where the projectile is and where it is visually. It's like I'll have a situation, and this has been an issue for a while, but like I've had situations where I would like just barely dodge something on purpose, right? Just like fuck. But like, let's say I was dodging out of the way of a knife from one of the sand guys in the desert, right? And then like, so what you do is you step out of the way and you get right back to where you were, and you like, I would step out of the way, projectile would pass, I'd step right back to where I was, and I would take damage after the thing had passed. So what kind of cave-in are we talking about here? Okay, so this stuff just happens sometimes. That's the best kind of cave-in. It's basically just free resources. At the cost of some screen shake. I'll make that trade, shit. I'm not worried about them. You know, we've already caught like 200 plus of those things. I can't help but wonder how quickly are we gonna hit the 10K range. Now, for anyone who's seen me, you know, in the streams where I was just digging out the map forever, you think that, you know, this is just new areas for Xana to dig up. Yeah. You're not wrong. You know, it is funny though, because like in the promotional stuff for this update, like they seemed to be really proud of their flamethrower, and I'm not sure I give a shit about that thing at all. It seemed like a weird thing to be proud of, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure I've ever encountered a video game where well, no, that's not entirely true. Seek and Destroy flamethrowers are pretty hot. They do a shitload of damage really, really quick. But I mean, like, in most cases, what a flamethrower is it's just a ranged weapon that has no range. And typically when I put those words together, that does not spell success to me. That sounds like failure by default. It's one of those things where it's like the only way that this works out is if there is a disgustingly huge amount of damage behind it. Anyway, since then we've picked a couple up and I've seen the stats and like, I don't know, man. It doesn't look impressive still. Like, I'm also not really sure, like, why they thought it was, like, worth... Because, like, it's even on the promotional material in terms of, like... You see the image for the game now, the banner, is game character with a flamethrower. They really thought that that idea was cool. I like... Pugstorm, I love you guys. It's fine. There's really nothing special about flamethrowers. Like, maybe if it was an IRL flamethrower, people would be like, oh shit, that's a fucking flamethrower. It's a video game. It's not impressive. I don't know why y'all thought that was gonna be super cool and that people are gonna be like, oh my god, that's super cool. I don't is anybody like actually flipping shit about a flamethrower? I gotta say, if anybody is, I haven't seen that. I haven't heard that. I haven't seen or heard even one person talk about it. What? Feck off. What's up, party lights? Commander Wee Woo is on the scene. I think I just saw a bit of the void. Yes, sir. Now, I will say, you know, I am concerned about the item grabber interfering with crops. So the main reason with that is because, like, we have a farming set specifically for, you know, duplicating crop results, right? But if it does, you know where that would actually be pretty sick? Stuff like mushrooms. You put mushroom shit on the ground, and then instead of having to like come in and harvest that yourself, you could just have the item grabbers doing the good shit for you. Yeah, that's way slower. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to fly through that. Yeah, shit.
Will it be your last breath? Will it be your last move? Will it be your last step? Don't step too close or else it's gonna make a mess when your chest explodes.
Yeah, for some reason I thought I'd be able to fly through that with my mouse. Yeah, that's what I thought that was. So I take it back. It's just as bad solo. The shitty item grabbing, I mean. I gotta say that thing is certainly around this particular area. It doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to summon him. Him, her, she, he, it, whatever. What? I think it's funny, like, I hadn't used my strong mining gear in so long that like, when we were in here earlier, and it was like, oh, those walls are quite strong. And it's like, oh, I'll get my good mining equipment, and then I just grabbed my fucking rings. Yeah, I don't understand why hoeing up stuff on the ground just, like, deletes bugs from existence right now. It's very strange. Not a fan. I'm gonna put this controller off to the side again. Let's see, we'll go to the 3-hour mark. Or rather, let's get to this exclamation mark and see what we're dealing with here. How did that happen? Thankfully, I'm not far from water, but I genuinely don't understand how that happened. There are some like rapid fire ways to swap items on keyboard, and I don't fully understand how that happens, how it works. What I do know is that when it happens unintentionally, it's pretty fucking irritating. Oh, what the fuck? How? I guess I should be watching out better, but how did that happen? Like, the second one was in the blast radius of the first. Shouldn't that thing have gone up at the same time? How far am I from this? Not very, actually. Yeah, I don't know if it's like certain frame cycles or like, I don't know. There's like certain times at which it's just not having it and it just won't bring the items to you. But yeah, let's not get sloppy now. You know, I'm close to the thing that I'm digging towards, and that doesn't mean I want to start leaving winding passages. I want to make sure that these areas are nice and clean and open. Like, look, I've yet to run into any situation where, like, enemies just out in the big, large, open area are still super deadly. Like, typically, so long as, like, just about any enemy, if you can comfortably circle around that enemy, then that enemy is just completely impotent. Because you can do whatever the hell you want with an enemy that you can comfortably circle around, and that doesn't even necessarily mean when you're using the Stormbringer. The fact of the matter is that if you can comfortably circle around an enemy, it really shouldn't matter what equipment you're using. Like, at that point, the only thing that really matters, like, the only way that changing your equipment profile is going to affect an enemy that you can just comfortably circle around is how long is it going to take. But sure, if a fight drags on for a long time, I find that fights that drag on long enough make me impatient, and my impatience makes me make mistakes. That's the only thing that a long-winded fight really results in for me. Interesting. Okay, so this is not in any way... Like, this 100% is not where the boss is, it's just where the thing to indicate where the boss is. Alright, well, let's clear up some of this area to the left of this. Man, Fury. I really should play that game again. Like, at some point, I really should, like, learn Furier, but if I'm honest... Usually what happens in that game is, like I like that game a bunch, I do. But I tend to like it a lot in short bursts. So, like, I'll play it long enough to enjoy the hell out of it, and then I will not be interested long enough to learn Furier. So, what is this? Built to honor and summon a... Okay, so... Yeah. It isn't... It isn't, like, the place where you go to summon the thing. It's the place where you go to... It's a monument, essentially, in the context that it's given. So as far as like a full dig out is concerned, like a clear cut operation in here it's gonna take a while. And like my main reason for that at this point, I wouldn't even say, oh shit, I don't even know what that is. I wouldn't even say it's going to take a while from the perspective of interesting. From the perspective of, oh, enemies are going to slow me down. It's more going to take a while because, like the Azios, this area is pretty wall dense. There's hazards like that to watch out for, but yeah, this area it's fairly wall dense. Here, you know what? We'll check whatever the hell. Okay. I don't remember. Here we go. Alright, so... Alright, well, regardless of what's going on right here, I'd better haul ass and get the, stuff necessary. I think it was just a couple of thousand. Here, you know what, whatever. Anyway, money. Hey, you know what? Just in case I missed something and there was wildly valuable stuff. Okay, that's rude. Sure, why not? I brought the resources for it, so... So, I built an extra merchant room, but I guess maybe there's not a way to move him? Either that or I just haven't been given the means to do it yet. Okay. I'm not impressed with you. I mean... I'm confused. Yeah, those are gonna go in here. Yeah, that's just about the perfect fucking place to put that. Yeah, same. That's all gonna go in there. Schematic parchment. I don't know what that is, so let's put it here for reasons. The hell happened here? Just finished and heading to bed. Oh, a snack. Did you finish the game, or are you still working on it? Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. The Big Bad Show. Where it is both big and bad. Boob? Where? But for a good cause, are you sure? You guys showed up at a time. I was about to take a short break. Oh no, it's too late at night. So like Viv is asleep and is going to work tomorrow. So I would have to be like the worst. Not to say that I'm the best, but I would have to be the worst. Anyways, welcome in everyone who isn't familiar. My name is Xana. I stream an awful lot of different things, but it's funny that y'all came in from a PlayStation 2 stream because I'm probably about to start doing some God Hand attempts. And those are going to go poorly, but that's why they're called attempts. Oh, hold on. Hold on. You mean this thing? So this it's got like a little USB-C and it's just it's a finger pad. They sent this for free with the dance pad that I purchased. It's certainly a choice. In all likelihood, I'm just gonna keep it as a novelty and never ever ever end up using it for anything else. I don't really like have any discernible reason to mess around with you know, trying to play DDR stuff with my fingies. I don't have a reason for that. Well, I mean, theoretically, but like a lot of people play it. A lot of people play Stepmania with the keyboard, and like even with like a PlayStation 2 controller. I've played it with the PS2 controller a lot. But that thing actually would be probably more complicated than doing it on your feet. Because, like, on your feet, the kinds of movements that you would normally do would feel very natural. Once you understand how to do them. But on your fingers, like, your fingers are not meant to do that. Like, I can't imagine, like, trying to do a rhythmatic, like, 16th note trill at 180 BPM on that thing. That sounds like you just have gotten fed up with your hands, don't want to have the work of your fingers anymore, and this is just your chosen method of destroying what you have left. Pass. Not about it. That sounds like a lot. I kind of figured something was about to be amiss. But yeah, the finger pad, it's definitely more of a novelty. I mean, like, there's instances where people will do, like, other games. Like, in my experience, it's mostly people playing JRPGs this way, but I've seen people play, like, Devil May Cry with a dance pad. And, like, obviously they're doing that more as, again, more as a novelty than an actual gaming experience. But people do it, and it's complete and total nonsense, but they do it. I am definitely not a god. That much I can tell you straight up. There are quite a few people that are way more talented at that kind of stuff than I am. And I mean, like, if y'all want to get, like, really deep into, like, the nittiest of the gritty in PlayStation 2 games in terms of, like, high skill level, like, how is anybody capable of this level stuff, there is a series called Beatmania 2DX that, if you have a minute, I could show you what I'm talking about before moving on to the next game. Alright, we're done with this. But yeah, there's poppin' music, there's Beatmania 2DX. I don't know if there's a Para Para Paradise on PS2, but I know that there's some on PS1, but that game's not particularly challenging. Alright. Let's do this. Somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos simply, "Hello, Zana G." What I'm supposed to do with that? It seems kind of useless. Anyways, so let's say flashback 90s. Let's show with that one, because this is a track that I was fully capable of when I played it. That's loud. So I was fully capable of this track when I was still playing this. I probably would have played it at a slightly lower speed multiplier than this, though. Also, I should probably bring up what the controller looks like. So it's this thing. 7 keys and a turntable. This is a swap, so you can actually pull this out of the controller and turn it, just in case you're like, if you're right-handed or left-handed, you can actually switch it between the two. Yeah, okay, so, like I said, this is a track I was capable of just fine while I was still playing it. This track is not hard. Like, not in the slightest. No, not doubles. This was the shit that was just like, how the hell is anybody capable of this? Like, this was the new hotness in that regard when I played this. I was never in my life, not even slightly within the realm of capable of this track. And by the way, unlike this is the easy part, bro. Unlike other music and rhythm games, when you hit a note out of rhythm, that's when you hear it. So you can't just sync up with the music, you are the music. Whereas like on DDR, I can actually like listen to the beat and like follow that. I am not producing the notes. These keys are producing the notes. Likely autism. Yeah, autism does give you some weird superpowers for sure. For anyone who might find that commentary a little insulting or offensive, hi, I'm autistic. Anyways, the hard part's coming up. It has this almost merciful, relatively light section at the end. Anyways, here it comes. So that right there, that part's merciful. 2,626 notes, and I'm pretty sure that this track was a minute 51. By the way, there's a doubles version where you have two of those controllers side by side with the turntables out on the outermost edge. So, yeah, that's 2DX, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna